Welcome back to quantreef.com. XRP sitting right around 1.0014, basically glued to the dollar mark, and that's exactly the kind of level worth digging into. We'll walk through liquidity, support and resistance, VWAP, Fib, fair value gaps, positioning, and where this likely goes over the next several hours. Price is 1.0014, sandwiched inside a tight range with low structure strength and high stop hunt risk printed on the panel, so neither side has real control yet. Session VWAP sits at 1.0008 and the anchored VWAPs from swing high and low sit at 1.0013 and 0.99989, close enough to treat as one zone, and price is basically accepting right on top of it, which is a coin flip red, not a trend. The liquidation data itself isn't showing clean pool sizes right now, but the structure around price tells the story anyway. Stop loss clusters sit up near 1.0133, and downside targets stack below towards 0.98 for 6 and 0.96 for 5-7. Markets tend to wick toward these resting orders before reversing, because that's where the fuel for a real move actually sits, on both sides of price. On screen, resistance above is the 1-hour swing high at 1.0036, then the stop-loss level at 1.0133. Support below stacks at target 1, 0.98 for 6, target 2 at 0.96 for 5-7, and target 3 at 0.94 for 5-4. Given the low structure strength, I'd lean toward the downside supports getting tested first, with reclaiming 1.0036 invalidating that read. Above price, 3 unfilled bare fair value gaps stack up, 1.0131 to 1.017, then 1.025 to 1.03, then a daily gap from 1.0432 to 1.055, each one a magnet from prior imbalance. No gaps below. On the Fib, price sits inside the range near the 0.382 retracement at 0.9979, with extensions up at 1.0119 and 1.0194. Given price is right at VWAP, I'd expect a reaction at the nearest Fib level before the gaps even come into play. The card grades this a watch, with N at 81 and HTS at 53, so readiness is decent but the trend score isn't confirming yet. Trend and structure and institutional positioning are carrying it, while statistical volatility and macro regime are dragging it down. Retail and top account longs aren't printing clean numbers here, but the 4-hour taker split shows 43.4% long against 56.6% short. Sellers are more aggressive in the tape. With sellers heavier on the taker side, a probe down toward the 0.98 for 6 target looks like the more natural first move, sweeping stops below the swing low before any real bounce. If sellers succeed there, 0.96 for 5-7 opens up next. If buyers defend and reclaim 1.0036, that squeezes the short side of the taker split and opens a path into the FVG cluster near 1.0131. Remember, XRP largely tracks Bitcoin's own liquidity flows, so check where Bitcoin sits before leaning either way here. Bullish case confirms above 1.0036 with entry near 1.007, invalidated under 0.99. Bearish case confirms under session VWAP with entry near 1.048, invalidated back above 1.07. So we're sitting right at a decision point, and whichever side takes the next liquidity pool likely sets the tone from here. If this kind of breakdown helps, drop a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer grade, probability, and liquidity read across over 100 coins, with a 7-day trial if you want to dig deeper. This is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.